You don't know, Jimmy Fallon doesn't know, David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Oh.
Oprah Winfrey loses it all when Jim Carrey reveals her sinister plan. Comedian and actor Jim Carrey has been outspoken in his criticism of Oprah Winfrey and other aspects of what he sees to be the darker side of Hollywood. Carrey has publicly denounced what he sees as the entertainment industry's wicked goal, implying that many of its most adored figures are not as kind-hearted as they.
Years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and look at them.
His comments have fueled the current discussion over the true nature of Hollywood's elites, with some viewing them as a valiant protest against an unjust system.
I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Carrey has been vocal about his belief that propaganda is pervasive in the business on a number of occasions. He argues that Hollywood maintains a facade of glamour and prosperity while concealing a life of depravity, deception, and control.
I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me.
Right.
You know? And so a friend of mine who's a spiritual teacher has a really good take. His name is Jeff Foster, and his take on it is that they should change, you know, you should think of the word of depressed as deep rest. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
Carrey claims that the entertainment industry participates in dishonest business tactics that support the dominance of a small number of people at the expense of others, in addition to damaging stereotypes and cultural norms.
Its worst evils: hatred of immigrants, contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. We are fighting those same evils today. In America, in the United Kingdom, across the globe. And we need to be clear, shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower. It is the mark of a villain. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do.
Though details are still lacking, there have been new rumors of a TikToker facing a tragic occurrence after supposedly exposing Diddy and Oprah Winfrey on the network. The episode has earned a lot of attention on social media, where some people have speculated that it is another proof of the extent to which powerful elites will go in order to quiet their detractors.
As far as finding out what's going on with Epstein and still covering this Diddy stuff, but my whole thing is like, I mean, this video was uploaded 2 days ago, so I don't know if anything has came out about her. About the Kylie. So my whole thing is like, if there was some weird shadiness going on with her channel, her page, and I can guarantee you, almost every person that do YouTube or any type of videos have experienced some type of weirdness going on, talk about the truth. It's like they don't want it out. But my whole thing is like, I don't know if her family, if they even will, if anybody will even say anything, but to me that sounds pretty crazy. You know, that sounds pretty crazy. 36, I mean, you know, people pass away even younger than her.
The idea that Hollywood's most powerful elites will stop at nothing to keep themselves hidden is generally held. This is proven by Harvey Weinstein, whose predatory behavior was well known in the industry for years before it was made public, even though he had a close relationship with Oprah Winfrey. official separation with him didn't happen until after his misdeeds were made public, raising doubts about how much she knew prior.
If you're in Hollywood and you knew who Harvey was, you knew that this is what he does. But they all kept quiet out of fear of losing their jobs or losing positions and roles. But, okay, you keep quiet, but you stay out of his way. These people that I don't understand, because maybe I'm not getting how things work, or maybe because I grew up in Africa or something. Because are you not the kind of person, if you know this person is a killer or takes fingers, let's just make it this way, takes fingers. The man at number 10, anytime any woman that goes into the house, like her pinky finger is missing. I remember Monique's saying that she was going to be paid. That is so, I don't know where this whole family making it seem like, oh, she's a family woman, she doesn't want to go anywhere. Monique said, if you're going to take me out, travel from place to place to place, my entourage and I, you have to be paid. You can't just tell me to pop up. Who's going to do all that? You know, hotels, who's going to pay for that? Flying from place to place. Monique said, no, she isn't going to do that. And they got angry because, you know, Oprah was like, are you refusing me? That's what Monique said. This is Monique's side, allegedly. Let me add that right now.
Now, prominent social commentator Omar Johnson has expressed his views on forums such as The Art of Dialogue, claiming that there is truth to many of the accusations made against Hollywood elites. He argues that the industry works with a degree of corruption and secrecy that protects influential people from being held accountable.
You can't let Cat Williams go in on Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is an A-list celebrity. You can't let Cat Williams go in on Oprah. Oprah is an A-list celebrity. You can't let Monique go in on Oprah and Steve. They're A-list celebrities. Shannon Sharpe broke the one rule that is unforgivable by celebrities in show business. You never expose or reveal our privations and Hollywood secrets to the public. Steve Harvey violated that rule, and as a result of that, a lot of celebrities are being told not to interview with Shannon Sharpe. A lot of his guests are canceling their interviews because they don't want to get blacklisted by Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Tyler Perry in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Steve Harvey in Hollywood? And as a result of that, Shannon Sharpe, here's what I think. I don't think they could cancel Shannon Sharpe. You know why? He's too popular with everyday black people.
Johnson argues that there is a pervasive culture of silence in Hollywood, and that people who try to reveal the truth frequently suffer dire consequences.
I don't support it, you don't support it. I don't condone it, you don't condone it. But it's everyday business in the music business. Everything Puffy been accused of, you don't support it, I don't support it. But guess what? It's everyday business in show business. So clearly, they not going down for that. What Bill Cosby was accused of, it's everyday business in show business. That means what? That means they didn't go down because of that. Because a lot of people do that on a regular basis who themselves were not exposed.
There exist persistent theories positing that influential figures in the entertainment sector, such as Oprah Winfrey and Shaw Diddy Combs, are part of a larger agenda that governs different facets of the industry. These claims suggest that these elites possess substantial power, which allows them to stifle negative stories or accusations aimed towards them.
They never came back and said nothing about it. I was like, yo, damn, he still got power like that? Somebody still like him like that? Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein. He was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him.
According to some conspiracy theorists, this control includes protecting their reputations and jobs even in the event of disclosure.
I just wonder what people are going to say. Because, you know, I know Oprah had so many people on her show dealing with, like, I got to choose my words carefully, man. YouTube be, boy, they be But when it's dealing with men and women, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. The DV, you'll figure it out. The domestic stuff. She's had so many people on her channel talk about, her show talk about that. So it's like, but you already know with Oprah, with the whole Maui situation going on, that she got a lot of backlash for that. It's not like you got to say, oh, I need to wait to see. You don't need to wait. Everybody in the world done seen that video. And it just goes to show that, you could even go like Chris Brown, that situation with him and Rihanna. You know, people still got him featured in their song. Like, people they'll forgive, but they won't forget. You know, this dude is working with some powerful people who's probably keeping him out of jail to keep themselves out of jail. Yeah. But we already know how Oprah is. I'm glad this channel be talking about this stuff, man, because I feel like it's important. Some people may not. I do. Appreciate you guys coming over.
Events when powerful people seem to escape penalties for their deeds frequently serve as evidence for hypotheses about who is actually in charge behind the scenes.
Why is Lil Nas X making a Satan shoe and straddling? Who is picking these people and putting them in the most public and applauding them and saying, this is great, this is great, this is great. That is a decision that is being made with purpose. Yeah. Okay? By people that have nefarious intentions. I view the people like Cardi B, Harry Styles, Lil Nas X, those are pawns in a game that is much bigger and much more twisted than they could possibly understand.
The public's perception of celebrities, such as Oprah, is shaped by the content that is shared on social media sites like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. These spaces have become forums for both fans and critics to express their views, often revealing aspects of the celebrities that go against their public personas.
I'm so glad the internet is waking up about this long forehead velociraptor looking ass. I am so tired of Oprah, I really am. All these people in the world got a problem with you and you think you ain't the problem. Even Taraji. I mean, come on. Nobody becomes a billionaire by being ethical, baby. I'm just saying. Nobody becomes a billionaire by being ethical. So me seeing Oprah get dragged, I'm like, ooh, hit her again. Ooh, hit her again. Hit her again. Especially how she did them people in Maui talking about, I'm gonna pray for you while you got all them acres of land. Give the land back, baby. So anyway, it's been nice seeing the internet drag Oprah. I know Monique is so happy that the internet is finally waking up about Oprah. Like, she gives me the worst vibes ever. And the first red flag was that billionaire shit. That was the first red flag for me. But then she kept having issues with people and people kept talking about their issues with her. And I was just like, ooh, you a real nasty type of woman.
Over the years, Oprah Winfrey Show guests have been involved in a number of claims and scandals. One notable example is the 1996 episode in which Oprah voiced concerns about the safety of beef, which sparked a lawsuit from cattle ranchers who claimed she was defaming the beef industry. Despite winning the case, Oprah voiced concerns about the safety of beef.
In general, highly criticized for the constant medical and scientific misinformation that was platformed and constantly spewed on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Oprah regularly platformed guests who would be promoting products that were not backed by science and guests who had theories that were also not corroborated with scientific information. In 2007, Oprah Winfrey invited Jenny McCarthy onto the Oprah Winfrey Show, and Jenny McCarthy was on the Oprah Winfrey Show, I think like 12 or 13 times total. Oprah allowed Jenny McCarthy about an hour of airtime to express her theory that she was very confident in, that the reason her son was diagnosed with autism was because of the vaccines he had received.
I'm here with Jenny McCarthy, who's become one of the most vocal advocates for parents of children with autism.
Not once did Oprah offer any kind of pushback at Jenny's claims.
Despite her criticism of his behavior upon the revelation of the accusations, Others question the extent of her prior knowledge or complicity.
Give medical information, including Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, specifically Dr. Oz. He was a very unethical individual to have on the Oprah Winfrey Show, in my opinion, and his own show is a whole other can of worms. But he was consistently trying to sell different diet pills, miracle weight loss pills that simply did not work. Using your medical degree to sell junk diet pills, in my opinion, is disgusting. This kind of medical misinformation was most certainly not the only kind of misinformation that we would see on the Oprah Winfrey Show. We also saw a lot of spiritual manipulation and spiritual misinformation. In 2010, Oprah Winfrey brought on self-proclaimed spiritual healer onto the Oprah Winfrey Show named John of God.
Oprah has come under fire for her friendship with certain people who turned out to be controversial later on. For instance, although she denounced Harvey Weinstein's actions when the accusations became public, some question the extent of her prior knowledge or involvement.
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And this is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment. And what I do believe is actually happening is that, first of all, it's triggering a lot of unreleased pain, repressed anger, guilt, and suffering that a lot of women have had. I happened to be on set with several actresses the other day, and we were filming some things, and they hadn't slept over a period of 2 or 3 days, and I was like, what is that? I said, oh, you guys are suffering from PTSD.
And when you start talking about it out loud too,
everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And so I think this is a watershed moment.
Additionally, there have been rumors and allegations saying Oprah Winfrey has a bias against hip-hop culture and rappers. These accusations typically arise from her previous public comments and interviews in which she was seen to be criticizing specific aspects of the genre.
Openly talked about subject was that Oprah did not like rappers. And this started her very first beef with 50 Cent. 50 Cent pitched going on Oprah's show, and Oprah denied it, saying she was not interested in his music whatsoever. And if you know 50, this started a war between him and Oprah. He even named his female dog Oprah. And it didn't stop with 50 Cent. Even Ludacris said that he went through the same things of Oprah denying him being on the show because she didn't like his music. Ice Cube has also publicly spoke about the same exact things going on with Oprah. And a lot of people didn't understand this because she would invite people like Jay-Z and Diddy on her show multiple times. And during this time, a lot of people were really upset about this because they felt like Oprah was such a powerful Black woman and she should have been supporting these Black men's careers by inviting them on her show. And the controversy about Oprah's show doesn't stop there. I'm sure you guys remember Monique, who did an interview earlier this year with Shannon Sharpe. And Monique has openly spoke about how Tyler Perry and Oprah blackballed her from Hollywood for years. But that's not all that Oprah did. Before Monique and Oprah's relationship fell out, they had a very deep conversation about Monique going through SA by the hands of her brother.
Some claim that her criticism of the occasionally misogynistic material in rap music is a mirror of her general contempt for the genre.
Talking about the situation about being blackballed by Oprah, things took a crazy turn. Oprah would invite Monique's brother on the show to talk about the SA allegations that Monique shared with her that happened to her by her brother when she was younger. And Monique was devastated that Oprah did something like this to her after Monique was publicly sharing that Oprah blackballed her from Hollywood.
That ends today's video. Tune in for more.